The number of internally displaced people continues to grow. This is due to violent attacks in the northern part of the country. A large number of IDPs have turned to relatives for shelter. The host families are now having to share their scarce resources with tens of displaced relatives. CGTN's Peninah Karibe spoke with one host family.
At a glance, it looks like a gathering of some kind taking place in this compound. It is full of life as young women cook and the children run around playing. But the additional numbers from the original 5 in this dwelling are here for fear of their own safety.
All
these relatives lived in a village called Arbinda. It was attacked in April last year. I lost my father and uncle in that attack. The rest of the family members fled to a village called Peninah. A few days ago, that too was attacked and they ended up here on my doorstep.
That was slightly over a week ago, and since then, life for Sawadougou has become a daily struggle.
I received 40 people who are my relatives. I have 3 children, so staying with 40 other people is not easy. The main problem is shelter. I have all these people, yet I only have one house, and all of them are sleeping in my house. There is also the problem of utilities because they were just enough for my family of 5. Apart from that, there are many other small needs.
As more and more people get displaced by the violence in northern Burkina Faso, family members have opened their doors to them. It has become one of the quickest solutions for many IDPs and one that humanitarian organizations think could work better for the displaced.
If people stay in the family, it even helps psychologically. They are being healed because they are with their own people, other population, which I think is even much better. But challenges are many because we now need to assist those families and the displaced people to survive.
Indeed, the pressure on hosts like Sawadougou is at times close to being unbearable. He says he can only accommodate his relatives for 1 more week, and his landlord may actually decide he wants his property back for his own use.
Every time we respond, more people are coming, which means it's like it become a drop in ocean. By the time you think you have satisfied 200 families, you get 400 families coming. So it's always like we are running behind. We are really behind, if you see, compared to the needs.
The challenges facing the UN Refugee Agency is an apt indicator of the manner in which the magnitude of these humanitarian crises is rapidly growing.
Sawadougou rented this house knowing it's enough for him, his wife and 3 children, but he's now had to share it with 40 relatives displaced by the violence, and he's just gotten word that there's more on their way here seeking shelter.
At the bus station, he finds 20 more relatives waiting for him, their belongings strewn all over the ground. He hires a vehicle and ferries them to his house, fully aware that the number in his compound has now risen to over 60. As they get welcomed by the other relatives, one can only imagine the strain Sawadougou must be under, having to support such a huge number of people.
With the new arrivals, Sawadougou now faces an even bigger dilemma. But the situation is not unique to him. It's replicated in many other households in the country that have been affected by the violence. Their only plea to the government: secure the country. Peninah Karibe, CGTN, in Kaya, Burkina Faso.